then Vanderbilt's kind of a different. So we got ourselves into a dogfight, but we were able to pull it out, even with our post fouling now, getting into foul trouble. And I just think that just goes to show how hard we've been working in practice.
Absolutely. So, like you said, first quarter, not a lot of energy against Vanderbilt. Now you're on the road again against Mississippi State. So, got to start with the energy from the beginning. How are you going to do that on the road?
Just executing the game plan. Today we'll watch film, and then from there our coaches will tell us what the game plan is, and it's up to us to be able to execute that and do our best to do what the coaches want us to do.
How much of a challenge is that against Mississippi State? I mean, last year you guys played them. You kind of saw what they were made of in terms of a size component and a lineup component. Just how much of a challenge is it to go into a place like Starkville where a crowd there is like top in the SEC and play games?
I think it's going to be really tough, but also I think we're looking forward to it because we love to compete, and Mississippi State is obviously a very good team, and so we just want to go out there, do our best, and hopefully with what our coaches tell us to do and how we execute it on the court, it obviously leads to a good outcome and the outcome we want.
And then in your own game, I mean, having 29 against Vanderbilt, what do you think has been going for you over these last few games? Do you feel like you personally have kind of figured things out a little bit more? Because I know earlier in the year you said you had a long list of things you need to work on, a long list of things you need to improve. Do you feel like you're starting to figure some of that out?
I think a little bit, yes. And then just really it's just being consistent. That was one of the things I talked to you about before. And I think with my shot, getting in the gym, working with Coach Karen and then our managers just there to rebound for us, I think it's just been really big for me, and my confidence has kind of grown a little bit, and so I think you can kind of see that on the court just with my shot and just how much more comfortable I am out there compared to last year.
How much excitement, I don't know if excitement's the right word, but at the end of the game against Vandy, when they make it a plan to get the ball to you and you go to the line and kind of close it out, just does that kind of give you a little bit extra energy to know at the end of the game that they're going to rain on you in a sense?
I think yes, and then just knowing that my teammates have that belief in me, also my coaches. I kind of joke around with them. I'm like, if I can't do anything else, I can make free throws. So I just try, when I step up to the line every time, I shoot the same shot every time. I have the same routine, and just when I'm in the gym, that's one thing I also concentrate on. So I'm not just shooting threes or shooting layups. I'm also working on my free throws, which is a big part in the game. As you see against Vandy, every free throw mattered.
And then I want to ask you about the front court players with Jenna and Kalaya and staff. I mean, first off, just when they get into foul trouble like they did against Vandy, how much harder does that make things for you guys?
I think it made it a little bit more difficult. Obviously, we were put at a size disadvantage when they were off the court, and I think at the end of the game, I'm not sure exactly how much time was up, but the tallest person on the court was Maya, and Maya's maybe 5'10" at most, and their players were 6'5", 6'4". I just think it goes to show how hard or like how we trust each other. We knew Maya was going to come in, Kayla as well, come in and play their part, do their role, and we were there to help them if they needed it. Then also just it kind of puts like a more focus on the guards as well, because a big part of like post defense is guard pressuring the basketball, so it makes it difficult for them to even get the ball into the post. So that's one thing Taj, and Q tried to do, to step up and help Maya and Kayla when they were put into that position.
And then basically my point asking it is just how important has their play been this year? I mean, as you guys continue through SEC play, do you feel like a lot of this team's success will depend on how if those post players are able to keep that consistency that they've had?
Yeah, I definitely think that's a big part of it, and then also just knowing that it's just, like, we're all a team and we all need each other at certain times. If a guard gets beat off the dribble, we know our posts are there to help us make it a more difficult shot for people driving in the lane or even getting a block shot. And then just for us, like, if we're supposed to be in help when the ball goes into the post, just for us knowing we need to be there to help out our post players in that sense. So I think it works both ways. We need them and they need us as well. Just making sure we do our part in turn to help the team.
Do you feel like it's coming together with those three like it was last year with, having McKenzie and Kalai in the post and having that dependable asset there? Do you feel like it's coming into forward to be something like that?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think we're starting to play better as a team. And then Jenna is different, obviously, from Mac, but she also has some of the same characteristics. She can step outside the post and hit threes for us, which is really big, so it stretches the defense. And then Kalaya also can expand the defense, and she can drive a little bit more. And then both of them can take it down low as well. So they both have really good things that we need, and they bring to the table for this team. And it's just really exciting, I think, to watch them. I mean, I love when Jenna is on the outside and we pitch it back to her. She steps out and hits a shot, even with a hand in her face. I don't know many post players that can do that, so it's really
Cool. I'm good.
All right, thank you guys.